In this video, I'm going to be showing you the best V75 trading strategy that I've ever seen. And I'm also going to be sharing with you guys the strategy itself and how you can use it while it's trading V75. I've been using this strategy profitably to trade V75, and I'm also going to show you guys exactly how I was trading with this strategy to make profitable trades on V75. It's a very simple trading strategy. It is a simple beginner's trading strategy that you can actually try out today and make some profit. So we're going to head on straight to the charts. I'm going to install the strategy with you, and we'll talk about how you can actually place some buy trades or sell trades when you're trading V75, and you'll be able to very much successfully scalp V75 after this video. So watch up until the end of this video so you get the full settings and the full conditions of this strategy. And remember, I'm going to be giving away a free spot in our VIP signals group as usual. So watch up until the end to see how to win. Okay guys, as you can see, I've opened my chart on V75, and now we're going to install the strategy. I'm going to show you the settings as well as the conditions, and then we'll look into examples of how this strategy works. So right now I'm going to head on to my indicators section, and we're going to install the first indicator that we're going to need for this strategy to work. So we're going to need Bollinger Bands first, as you can see right there under our trends. And these Bollinger Bands are going to have the following properties. So we're going to have a period of 34, we're going to have a shift of 0, we're going to have deviations of 1.619, and we're going to apply to close. We're not going to have any levels on this indicator. And on visualization, since we said we're going to just be sticking to the 5-minute time frame, you can just pick the 5-minute time frame, or you can just leave it on all time frames so that you can just switch around. And then on your style, which is the color of the indicator, just use the blue color, and you can later on customize your colors of your own choice once you're comfortable with the strategy. So once you're done, you simply click done, and as you can see right there on our charts, we now have those blue Bollinger Bands running out. Okay, so this is the first indicator. We're going to move on to the next indicator that we're going to need for this strategy to work perfectly, and I'm going to click on main window. This time around, we're going to go under oscillators, and we're going to add the stochastic oscillator. And this stochastic oscillator is going to have the following properties. We're going to have a percentage K period of 5, we're going to have a percentage D period of 14, a slowing of 13, a price field of low over high, and then the method should be simple. Now on this indicator, we're going to need levels. So we're going to add these two important levels. We're going to need a buy zone, which is from 0 to 30, from level 0 to 30, and we're going to need a sell zone, which is from level 70 to 100. So make sure you add on these levels to your chart. Okay, once you're done, you simply click done, and on this indicator, we're going to need to have the main as green and the signal as white, or the same color as your background. Okay, so if you've got a background of black on your charts, make sure that the signal is black. If you've got white like me, make sure you choose on white. And then once you're done, you simply click on done, and as you can see, we have now an indicator window 1 added on to our charts right there. Okay, so let's move on to the final indicator that we're going to need. So going back to my indicator section, I'm going to click where it says main window. So please follow the steps exactly, and this time around we're going to install the MACD. Now this MACD is going to have the following properties. We're going to have a fast EMA of 12, a slow EMA of 26, a MACD SMA of 9, apply to close, and we're not going to have any levels on this one. But on our styling, please make sure you click you make the main as gray, and on your signal it becomes red. So make sure you choose red on your signal as the color, and then once you're done, you click on done, and you should have something like this when you're done installing the 3 indicators. Okay, so once you have this on your charts, it means that you have successfully installed the strategy, and now what's left out is just understanding when to buy and when to sell. And we're going to dive deep into that just now. So I'm going to show you the buy conditions right now because we actually had a buy setup showing off right here just before I started off this video. And the first condition when you want to buy using this strategy on 375, the first condition is, so you first have to understand that we've got this upper Bollinger Band, we've got the middle Bollinger Band, and we've got the lower Bollinger Band. Okay, so the first condition when you want to enter into a buy trade is you want to have your price or candlesticks touching onto that lower Bollinger Band like that. So once you have candlesticks touching the lower Bollinger Band, that's your first sign that we might actually enter into a buy trade. But obviously you don't enter right away because you're going to need more confirmations for it to be an accurate trade. Okay, so for you to get more confirmations, the second condition is you want to have your green stochastic line in your buy zone that is under or touching that level 30 right there. As you can see, that is your second condition. Once you see your green line in your buy zone, that's your second confirmation of a possible buy trade. Now, your third confirmation where you actually enter into a trade is you want to see if your MACD has given you a peak formation. Okay, so right there is a peak formation. What we simply mean is your MACD forming a peak right there. As you can see, if you draw it like that and like that, you see that price has formed a peak, right? Okay, so right there you can see that there was a peak formation from your MACD, and that is your third confirmation. And once you see this, you quickly jump into a buy trade because remember this is a scalping strategy, so you don't want to miss the trade. So you can see right here we would have entered into this buy trade. Probably right now you'll be deep in profit. I don't know how far it has moved so far, but I actually saw that setup as I was about to start this video. So right there is a nice buy trading opportunity. We're going to talk about when you can actually take your profit or when to close. But for now, let's talk about when to take a sell trade. So I've actually revealed to you when to enter a buy trade. Now let's talk about when to enter a sell trade. Okay. Now, obviously, a sell trade setup is quite the opposite of a buy trade. Simply, uh, you want to have price. First condition for your sell, you want to have your price touching your upper Bollinger Bands like that. So once you see price touching or getting kind of your upper Bollinger Band, you know that there is a possible sell trade coming, and you're going to come down to your stochastic oscillator and wait for the green line to reach your 70 level, which is your sell zone right there that we have uh, installed. And once you see this, you just wait for the peak formation from your MACD. And as you can see right there, price did form a nice peak right there. So you can see that there are actually multiple peaks and multiple touches, which means that I would say from anywhere within this region, you would have actually managed to get or enter into a sell trade. So your sell trade will start probably here, and you would uh, push all the way down like that. Now, that obviously leads us to when do you actually take profit. You actually take profit by just moving from your the opposite Bollinger Band. So let's say if you are starting from the upper Bollinger Band where price touched and you entered into a sell, obviously you want to take your profit when price touches your lower Bollinger Band where you normally take your buy trades, and vice versa. If you had entered into this buy trade, you obviously want to take your profit when price touches your upper Bollinger Band. So that's just how you're going to use this strategy in reverse to get your take profit levels. Remember, you are scalping and you want to be in and out of the market very quickly. So let's look at some of the examples of where the strategy could have actually worked. I'm sure you guys are now familiar. I'm just going to be pointing out trades. So right here, we would have actually ended a sell trade based on these conditions being met, or your sell conditions being met. You would have actually picked up some pips right there. another buy trade right here. We've got price now lower Bollinger Band, and we've got a price or stochastic oscillator right there in our buy zone. And we've got a nice peak formation down there. That one was quite clear. You would have easily picked up all the pips from this section. Remember, we said from your lower Bollinger Band all the way up to your upper Bollinger Band. So while scalping VSN5, some of you might actually think that this is very few money, but actually remember V75 has got a very high pip value, which means that every single pip actually counts, and it can actually be very profitable. So I would have actually managed to hold through that pullback and get all the way up to the upper Bollinger Band right there. Another buy trade, successful buy trade right there, that it would have taken is this one, touch right there, and price joined your stochastic and a peak formation right there, and you can see that price swiftly pushed all the way up to the upper Bollinger Band. So it's very easy to use this strategy. Remember, I talked about it being very simple. You just have to be patient and follow the instructions. Now, one of the things that I've noticed people messing up with this strategy is they take too long to decide to enter into a trade and they end up missing the trade. So you really have to remember that you're scalping, so you have to make quick decisions on entering. And the other thing that I noticed is people take too long to get out of the trade. They want to hold for long, not forgetting that they were using scalping conditions, so they just have to get in and out of the trade quickly. So make sure you don't miss out. Just follow the rules. When you see your price getting to the opposite Bollinger Band, you know that it's time to get out of the trade, because we said on the conditions, the opposite Bollinger Band actually is another condition for a trade. So you can't be holding a trade one while you are getting opposite conditions. So you actually have to be careful on that one. But as always, remember to subscribe, like this video, and comment down below what you think about this strategy. Tell me, guys, if you like this strategy and if you want to see more of trades coming from this strategy. If you want me to explain furthermore, comment it down below. And remember, you can actually win a VIP seat just by commenting on this video. And I always pick out a winner from the comment section and you'll be able to trade with us. Now, there is actually a free group where you can actually join. All you have to do is to subscribe, like this video, comment down below, and send me a screenshot to my WhatsApp number showing that you have done all that, and you can actually join our free group as well as our free Telegram channel. The link is in the description box below. Just click it and you'll be able to join right away. It's completely free to join, and there are over 10,000 traders in there. So it's a good trading community for you as well. So tell me, guys, what you think about this strategy. I'm going to come back more with more results and you're going to practice it. But as you can see, you can actually use any zoom level. It doesn't really affect the strategy, as you can see, and you can actually get a pretty good trades if you are just patient. Now remember, it's a scalping strategy, which means that you have to constantly be looking at the charts and constantly placing multiple trades. So you also have to watch on your risk so that you do not become addicted to trading with this strategy. So tell me, guys, what you think in the comment section. Until next time.